All right, welcome. When you book a cruise, do you use a travel agent? Do you use a PVP, a personal vacation planner? Or do you just merely book it yourself online? There's pros and cons to all, and I'll explain it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. I'm Patrick, and this is Party of Two Cruising. All right, so you're ready to go on that cruise, and you found the one you kind of want, so you're going to go ahead and book one. So you got three options. You can do it through a travel agent. You can do it through a PVP, a personal vacation planner, or you can just merely do it yourself online. So which one's the best? I really don't know which one's the best, so I'll give you some advice about each one. So let's talk about the big one first, and that's the travel agent. Travel agent basically works for you. You call them up and you say, hey, I want to go on a cruise out of Long Beach to the Mexican Riviera, but I'm coming from Florida, so I'm going to probably go in the day before, so I'm going to need a hotel, I'm going to need the cruise, and I'm going to need airline flights. So when you hire a travel agent, they do all the work. They find you the flights, they find you the hotel that you should stay in, and they book the cruise for you. Now, they're going to try to find you the best deal they can find you. They're going to also try to do certain things like put you in a group rate. So in other words, they're going to find 10 or 20 or 30 other cabins on that cruise that they're booking through their agency, and they're going to try to get you a better rate through that group rate. You don't know these people, you'll probably never meet them, but they're still booking them as a group, and that gives you a better deal. Now the difference between that is if you are a new cruiser, that is probably a great deal to do. And then you're also going to get a gift from that travel agent, more than likely, whether it's a $50 onboard credit, a free picture, something on that cruise they're going to give you for booking that through them, because they are going to get the commission from the cruise line to book that for you. Now here's the negatives, okay? Once you get a travel agent and they take care of that for you, you basically lose control to make payments or anything. So basically, if you say, well, I just want to put a deposit down, so you put $200 down, and you're going to pay it on a monthly basis. So let's say you book this a year out. You're going to call them up and make payments. Now, the one thing good about the travel agent, they're going to get a notice saying, hey, your final payment's due, you need to pay it. They're going to make sure that they get a hold of you to pay that final payment. The problem is you can't log on into your account. Say, for instance, you book it on Carnival. You can't log in and make your payment. The agent has to make the payment for you. So this is where I'm saying you've basically lost control of the booking. The other thing is let's just say that they put you in a group rate, but you're a long-time cruiser and you get special deals. Say a casino offer, a premier casino cruise or an ultra cruise, or you're getting it through your diamond or platinum status or gold status for that matter. What they're going to have to do then is take you out of that group to give you that better rate. So your rate is better than their group rate, in other words. Now here's where it comes into a real problem. Let's just say you're up late one night and you're thumbing through your phone or your computer and you see that the cruise you have booked, the final payment date ain't for 6 or 8 months out, and now they've made that cruise into a premier casino cruise, or they've put those cabins on sale. Remember, the algorithms kick in when they're not selling enough cabins and they start putting cabins on sale. So then you basically are going to have to get a hold of your travel agent. But what if it's at midnight and this sale only lasts for 5 or 6 hours during the middle of the night? And I've noticed it several times that I've been up late, checked my prices, and they've gone down. The problem with that is, and it happened to Terry and I, is the price of the cruise went down $700. It was turned into a casino cruise, which was $1,000 gambling money and free drinks for both of us in the casino while playing. But we couldn't get a hold of her. It was 11:30 or 12 o'clock at night. I wasn't going to call her, so I texted her and asked her if she was up, and she wasn't up. Well, we ended up getting the casino deal, but we only saved about, I think, $300 on the total price. We ended up getting the casino deal, but we lost out on a little bit of money. But that was just a little bit. You could have lost the whole deal, because once they sell that amount of cabins that they're getting rid of, that deal is over with. Have you ever got an email from them, and you go to click on the email the next morning or the next day, and it goes, oops, and it says this deal's not showing? That's because they sold those cabins that they put on sale. So that's the negative of a travel agent. Now, you can also use a PVP, your personal vacation planner. The personal vacation planner works for the cruise line. The cruise line, in turn, gives them the commission rather than a travel agent. The nice thing about a PVP is if you can't get a hold of yours, you can use somebody else to change those rates. Now, what we do with our PVP that we've had at Carnival for years, and she's never let us down, and her name's Maritza, and you're welcome to call her. She's at extension 83336. Pretty easy to remember. And she may not answer when you call, but she will call you back. But she can also do group rates as well. So let's say that you book a cruise and there's 10 couples going. Now you need 8 cabins to get a group rate. And she books those 10 cabins, and then later on, again, you get put into that group and realize, oh no, I got better deals. And 3 of you pull out of that deal because you have better rates that you got offered. Now the rest of those people in that group do not get that group rate. They have to have the 8 cabins. Okay? The other thing that a PVP does for you is they basically find you the best room. They can actually see rooms that when we log on ourselves, we can't actually see those rooms. I've called her many times and go like, hey, I want this specific cabin. She'll go, well, the other 2 next to it are available, and on my screen they're not. So she can do that. The nice thing about a PVP is you still have control over making payments, picking the way you want your bed set up, picking the dinner time that you want. They'll usually ask you that when they book the cruise for you. So now how can I get around not using my PVP and having them get angry because I didn't book it through them because I booked it myself, and then you call them and say, hey, can you change this? And they're not really that willing to help you anymore, is because they didn't get that commission for helping you. So basically they're working for you now for free if you wanted something changed. The way around that is, if you want to use your PVP and you can't get a hold of them, book the cruise, but don't put anything down on it. If you put any money down, they have lost all control of it. They can't do anything and they can't change it. So put the cruise on hold. It'll hold now for 95 hours. So if it's a Sunday, and you know most of them don't work on Sundays, put the cruise on hold and then leave them a message, and they'll call you back on Monday. Then they can release the hold and book your cruise, and then they get the commission, and then they're going to be willing to help you more. Okay? Now the last and final way to book the cruise is just merely book it yourself. I really don't know of any negatives of booking it yourself. Because you can still pick your cabin, you still pick your dinner time, you still get to do everything, and you can put it down a deposit on your own. Just nobody else is getting that commission except the cruise line is keeping it. So they're not sharing it with nobody. So hopefully this helps you. So like I said, I always tend to want to use my PVP, and I'll just put the cruise on hold. Again, let her get the commission, she'll release it, pay for it, and it's done. And I am in no way saying travel agents aren't good. They are. When you're booking a really big trip with flights and hotels and all that, let them do it by far. All right, and lastly, I see a lot of this going on social media. They complain that we had our cruise booked a year out, and our friends booked the cruise, and they got a better deal than we do, and they're angry. They're angry. And the problem is, and remember this, your final cruise date to pay that cruise off, once that happens and you've paid your cruise off because that date came and went, you're not getting any more deals. You're done. That's the cruise rate you got. That's the cruise rate you paid off. So if your friends come in and you paid it off 90 days ahead, when the due date was available to pay it off, you had to get it paid off that day, that date to keep your cruise. And your friends booked later because there was still open cabins. And what do when they still have open cabins? They put them on sale. So they're going to get a better deal, and they're not going to change yours to give you a better deal. Now, you could, if it's worth it, cancel your cruise, lose your deposit. So if you put $200 down, that's non-refundable, generally on Carnival, and then rebook a new cabin under the other deal. So if you're going to save, you're going to get a way better offer, like $1,000 casino cash and a free drink package and all that, and there's cabins available, then go ahead and rebook a new cabin. But remember, you're still going to lose that $200 you had on the other cabin that you booked first. Okay? Key word is, once that payoff date hits, you're done. That cabin is what it is. That cost is what it is, no matter what they put on sale. Okay, I just seen a lot of people getting angry over it, and it's, I saw somebody else put on there, it's like trying to go to the supermarket and trying to get a BOGO that they had 2 weeks ago. It don't work that way. The cruise line is the same way. So anyway, hopefully this helps you out a little bit. I just see people asking that all the time, even asking what a PVP is, which I probably wouldn't have known what it was either if I wasn't involved in cruising all the time. So anyway, thank you for watching. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down there and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll get notified when I put up a new video. And you have a great day. And it's still a long way off till our next cruise. I think it's like 34 days. Gosh. But after that, they come once a month. So we'll see you soon. Take care and have a great day.